What up, party people? It's your girl Mia. And listen, finding your lobster in this big old sea of people is hard enough, right? But then you finally land a first date, and you end up shooting yourself in the foot before you even get to the appetizer. Trust me, I've been there. We've all been there. But fear not, my loves, because today we're diving deep into the top 10 first date mistakes that could be sabotaging your love life. And don't even trip, because I got you with the ultimate guide to dodging those bullets and making sure your first date is a slam dunk. This ain't about changing who you are, okay? It's about putting your best foot forward and showing your date the amazing person you are. So, buckle up, grab your notepad, and get ready to take some notes, because things are about to get real. Okay, first up, we gotta talk about the conversational black hole. You know, when someone just sucks all the air out of the room by talking about themselves non-stop. Yeah, that's a no-go. Look, I get it. You're excited, you're nervous, and you want to impress your date. But trust me, nobody wants to hear a 45-minute monologue about your stamp collection or your cat's latest hairball incident. First dates are about finding a connection, and that means two-way communication, my friend. Think of it like a tennis match. You gotta volley back and forth, ask questions, listen actively, and show genuine interest in what your date has to say. Remember, a good conversation is like a delicious meal. It's all about balance. Don't be the person who hogs all the fries. Okay, can we all agree that being late is the ultimate buzzkill, especially on a first date? It just screams, I don't respect your time, and nobody wants to date someone who doesn't value their time, right? I know, life happens. Traffic jams, wardrobe malfunctions, sudden alien abductions. These things can throw a wrench in your perfectly planned arrival. But here's the thing. If you know you're running late, be upfront about it. Shoot your date a quick text letting them know what's up. It's a simple gesture that shows you're considerate and responsible. Plus, it gives them a heads up so they can maybe grab an extra appetizer while they wait. Win-win. Okay, let's talk about the age-old dilemma. What to wear on a first date? We all want to look and feel our best, but there's a fine line between dress to impress and trying too hard. The key here is to dress appropriately for the occasion. Going for a casual coffee date? Keep it chill and comfy. Dinner at a fancy restaurant? Time to break out your best outfit, but maybe leave the sequins at home. And please, for the love of all that is holy, make sure your clothes are clean, wrinkle-free, and fit properly. There's nothing more distracting than a shirt that's 2 sizes too small or a skirt that's riding up. Remember, confidence is your best accessory, so rock that outfit with a smile and own it.
Okay, let's get one thing straight. First dates are not therapy sessions. We're here to talk about the future, not dwell on the past. So, unless your date is a licensed therapist who's getting paid by the hour, resist the urge to unload all your baggage about your ex. Seriously, nobody wants to hear about how your ex cheated on you with your best friend while you were on vacation in Bali. It's awkward, it's a mood killer, and it screams, I'm not over my ex.
Focus on getting to know your date, sharing your own interests, and finding common ground. And if the topic of exes does come up, keep it brief, respectful, and focus on what you learned from the experience.
Listen, life is too short for negativity, especially on a first date. Imagine this. You're sitting across from someone who's constantly complaining about the weather, the food, the service, the universe. Not exactly the recipe for a romantic evening, right? Look, I get it, we all have our bad days. But on a first date, it's crucial to put your best foot forward and showcase your positive energy. Focus on the good stuff, share your passions, and let your personality shine through.
Remember, a positive attitude is contagious, and it can make all the difference in creating a fun and memorable first date experience. Okay, Let's talk about the ultimate first date sin: not paying attention to your date. We're living in a world of constant distractions, but when you're on a date, your phone should be the last thing on your mind. Seriously, nothing screams "I'm not interested" louder than scrolling through Instagram while your date is trying to have a conversation with you. It's rude, it's disrespectful, and it's a surefire way to kill the mood. Put your phone away, silence the notifications, and give your date your undivided attention. Make eye contact, listen actively, and engage in the conversation. Trust me, your date will appreciate the effort, and you might actually learn something interesting about them. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite social lubricant: alcohol. Now, I'm all for enjoying a cocktail or two on a date, but there's a fine line between tipsy and totally sloshed. Remember that time you had one too many margaritas and ended up confessing your undying love to the bartender? Yeah, let's not repeat that on a first date. Pace yourself, drink responsibly, and focus on getting to know your date without the aid of liquid courage. And if you know you tend to get a little loose after a few drinks, maybe stick to water or soda for the night. Trust me, your date and your liver will thank you later. Chapter 8: Politics and Religion. Let's save that for another time. Okay, I know we're all about keeping it real, but there are some topics that are best avoided on a first date, especially if you're meeting for the first time. I'm talking about the biggies: politics, religion, and other potentially controversial subjects. Look, I'm not saying you can't have different opinions or beliefs, but a first date is about making a connection, not engaging in a heated debate that could potentially derail the entire evening. Keep the conversation light, fun, and engaging. Talk about your hobbies, your passions, your favorite travel destinations, anything that sparks joy and keeps the mood positive. Chapter 9: Don't forget your manners. Okay, this one should go without saying, but you'd be surprised how many people forget their manners on a first date. We're not talking about using the wrong fork here, people. We're talking about basic human decency, saying please and thank you, holding doors open, and generally being respectful of your date. Remember, first impressions matter, and good manners go a long way in showing your date that you're a catch both inside and out. Plus, it's just the right thing to do. Chapter 10: Slide into those DMs the right way. Okay, so you've survived the first date. Congrats! Now what? Well, if you're interested in seeing your date again, don't be afraid to make a move and follow up. But please, for the love of all that is holy, don't just send a generic "hey" text. Put in a little effort, people. Reference something you talked about on the date, share a funny meme, or simply let them know you had a great time. And if you're not interested, that's totally cool too. Just be honest, respectful, and let them know you're not feeling it. Ghosting is never a good look. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap of the 10 common first date mistakes that could be sabotaging your chances at love. Number 1. Talking too much about yourself. Remember, a conversation is a two-way street. Number 2. Being fashionably late. Punctuality shows respect, so don't keep your date waiting. Number 3. Overdressing or underdressing. Aim for the perfect balance to make a good impression. Number 4. Bringing up past relationships. It's a first date, not a therapy session. Number 5. Being negative or complaining. Keep the vibes positive and uplifting. Number 6. Using your phone too much. Give your date your full attention. Number 7. Drinking too much alcohol. Keep it classy and in control. Number 8. Discussing politics or religion. Save those heavy topics for later. Number 9. Forgetting your manners. Politeness never goes out of style. And finally, number 10. Being too forward or inappropriate in messages. Respect boundaries and take it slow. There you have it. Keep these tips in mind, and you're well on your way to having a fantastic first date. Please subscribe to our channel for more tips and advice.